Good morning, post-apocalypse, and welcome back to Hope Radio, where together we survive. Last night, I learned how to build a motorcycle, and with my newly made crafting chain, I think I'll have one ready to ride by the end of the day, and not a moment too soon, because the Day 7 Horde approaches. So apart from transportation, the only real focus here is to get the Horde base built. The design should be simple: a tall tower to fight in, 2 smaller towers for zombies to climb, a V-shaped path to connect them, and a wide open area to blast them down to the ground with stun repulsion. Stay tuned to Hope Radio, then I'll show you how. But for now, this is Ep.3 signing off. Alright, so that's that. Let's have a look here while we're up on the tower and we have good visibility. So today is Horde base building day, and the site with which we can do it is probably the forest right there, but I've driven through there on the bicycle a few times and it's very lumpy. And the alternative is that place right there. We'd have to do some clearing work to get the junk out of the way eventually, but I think that's a nice flat enough area and it's close enough by that that'll work just fine. All right, so let's get down here. I spent a little bit of the morning today before the broadcast getting this thing built, and the crafting chain is going in full swing. Oh, and it looks like my drone camera is done recharging. Not looking too bad so far. We still got tons of decoration to do. We'll have to start looking around for some posters and some stuff to make this feel more like a home, and I think we'll get some more dew collectors up eventually once we kind of finalize a layout. I don't even really know what this place is supposed to look like, so we're gonna have to get a little bit creative on that front. But the most important thing today is glue, and for glue you need water, so I boiled up some water last night. I made as much glue as I could, but let's see how much we can do here. 11, let's go 6 in one half, 5 in the other. And how was I looking for duct tape so far? So 6 plus 4, that's gonna be 21 duct tape. I think I only need 20 for the motorcycle, 10 for the chassis, and 10 for the handlebars. If I took another skill point into Grease Monkey, I don't think... Yeah, that's just 4x4 parts are cheaper. We've already got the motorcycle parts, so I guess we do need to make a decision on what we're gonna do with the skill points. Do we wanna go deeper and try to push for like the 4x4 and the gyrocopter, or do we wanna go all in? I think going all in on workstations now is probably best. I wanna get the chem station so we can start making fuel. We've gotta open up the map a little bit. We gotta get to the desert and get some oil shale, but that's for a later date. Hey, I see breakfast down there. Kill. That was like a really low shot too. That would have been right in the stomach. A terrible way for a deer to die. I got a slippery little snake over here too, and a cop. Oh, and interestingly, I sort of was reminded that you can get 100% harvest with a stun baton. It's the weirdest thing. I feel like it's probably not supposed to be like that, but it is what it is. So that means probably I can just get rid of my knife. Won't be needing that anymore. Okay, you're gonna start ruining stuff around here? Is that how it is this morning? I don't think so. Fix that. All right, enough of that stuff. Let's head over here to the Whispering Woods and get ourselves some wood. Whoop, oh, zombie, and I'm out of stamina here. Oh my goodness, this thing is powerful. Yes, this is the place right here, Ozark's Dumpster. I'm gonna just take a peek in here and see what's going on. Is this a POI? Loot stage 16. Yeah, that's a boosted loot stage for being in a tier 1 POI. This is not a POI though, is it? It's just a remnant. What's going on here anyway? I have no idea. Is there something under the dumpster here that I should be finding? No, I don't think so. Well, that's interesting. So yeah, our loot stage is boosted a little bit here. Okay, well, whatever. This is the site right here. We'll be back here a little bit later on today, but for now, we do need resources badly. Yes, here it is, the Whispering Woodlands, and I'm gonna take down every tree in sight, probably all the boulders too. We're gonna need clay, we're gonna need stone, we need everything. All right, let's get to work. All right, excellent work there. Let's take 5 and go grab some lunch. Okay, let's have a look here. We have 6, that means we need 14 duct tape. I did find some glue out in the field there while we were out and about, and hopefully we have a little tiny bit of water, probably good enough to get a mineral water or 2. And oh, I'm just realizing that you can just smelt those chairs outright. You don't have to scrap them down first, probably a more efficient way of doing that. I also wanted to check and see if I could make cloth from some cotton that I harvested this morning. Well, I can make it from plant fiber. I've read that book. I've also read that book where I get honey out of trees, and I have gotten a few of those. I do feel that's not worth it anymore at all, but I do have the duct tape that I need now, so motorcycle coming up. Chassis, handlebars, and I don't think I'll need anything for the... No, I don't have an engine? Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna have to, after we get some lunch here, we're gonna have to go out and do a little bit of wrenching. It shouldn't take too terribly long. Have we eaten all the meat already that I cooked? Jeez. Man, I'm a gub. Oh, we can do the bacon and eggs now, though. That's a great meal option for us in this, in the early goings here until we can figure out how to cook something better and get a garden going. And there's my mineral water. Okay, let's go do some wrenching then. Oh, there it is on my first car. Well, I gotta finish this car off. I can't stand it if I don't. And I think, isn't there a vending machine right around the corner here? We should be checking this very often to get the water because we're gonna be pretty hard up for water here quite a bit. Ah, no water. Crap. Oh, these have steel in them though. And while this place is clear, I'll also take this open sign. That'll be fun to put up somewhere. Gotta love those neon signs. They just look very cool. Yeah, were there any decorations in here while the zombies haven't quite retaken the place yet? No, I don't see anything really particularly that I want. We could take a calendar home with us, I guess. Well, that didn't take too long. I'm crafting up some wooden shapes back at home, and that's gonna take a while. Also, the motorcycle's gonna take a little while. So while that's all going, let's get just a little bit more for resources. There's another forest just over here. Oh, why do we have so many zombies over here? Are you guys a horde? Yeah, this definitely looks like a horde. There's zombies all through the canal, all over the parking lot. All right, we gotta clear these guys out. First aid kit. Luckily, we didn't take any sort of critical damage there. That's surprising. Oh, and the motorcycle is almost ready to go. Here we go. Motorcycle. Day 6. And probably if we would have really rushed things, I think it could have been a day 5 deal there. But yeah, on that fight there, stamina became a really big issue. Also, like, I just attracted too many zombies onto me at once, and that was a bad move on my part. Still getting the hang of things. They dropped a couple of loot bags. We'll grab up the loot bags and we'll head to the forest. Oh, geez, here's the freaking rest of them over here. There we go. Okay, one thing that's kind of difficult with the stun baton is that it's quite loud when the zombies are getting shocked, and that therefore it's difficult to hear if someone's coming up behind you. That happened to me a couple of times there, so you just have to kind of have your wits about you. Off into the canal with you. There we go. And a vehicle book there. Pretty cool. All right, the forest is just up ahead here. I'm gonna run right over, clear that place out. I don't think we need a whole lot more wood. I'm making up like about 300 shapes, and I think that'll just about do it for this one. And then we also have some cobblestone that I bought from the trader, and we'll just do upgrades to cobblestone as we see fit. All right, I feel like that will just about do it. We have clear cut a massive amount of forest here. Okay, so there's my 290 wooden shapes, and there's the motorcycle. What do we have for fuel though? 1,000, and that's gonna do it. I think that's like half a tank. Well, I suppose if we do get a hacker's candy here in the next couple of days, we'll have to keep an eye out for one. Then that will, that'll give us a little bit more fuel when we go to harvest a whole bunch of cars, and we'll stock up on fuel that way. Yeah, 35%. Not good. Man, it feels good to be moving fast, though. That's the most important thing right there. We just won't do the turbo boost. We'll do the nice, easy coast here. Grandma speed. All right. Oh, and that gives us an extra light over here, too. And then we've got a nice little fire light here. We can warm up overnight here while we're doing some building. Gonna clean some of the junk up off the ground just so it's not in the way. And I'm gonna carefully measure things out because there will be a center of the base will be facing south. And that center, I think, will be right about here, I suppose? Yeah, kind of like right in the center of this area. Okay, and from there, we're gonna do 4 pillars. And the very, very first thing I think that I'm going to do is just get a ladder in the middle. Do the trick where we kind of set it on a plate like this. And then I'm gonna have to dig out a foundation here eventually. That's not day 7 stuff, though. We'll do that later on. Okay, and I just went up a total of 20 blocks, and whoop, oh, don't fall at this distance. It'd be a certain fracture. Okay, but now that that's done, we're gonna bring all 4 columns up the same distance. Well, I wish we had a little bit more moonlight. Looks like it's a half moon right now, but now that we're at the top here, I'm gonna go with just a platform that is 5 by 5. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And then, what was that shape before? It was like a bracket. Plate bracket centered. That'll be perfect for a little catwalk that kind of goes all around the perimeter, at least on the non-zombie fighting sides, because the base is facing this way. This is our fighting side over here on the south side. Now, for all you survivors out there, of course, you gotta be very careful when you're building away from you. Are you kidding me? When you're building away from your bedrock connection, which these are the 4 pillars right here that are conferring stability to the entire structure. So anything that you're building off in this direction is not particularly stable. So you can't, like if I build walls on this, which I will eventually, you just have to be careful how much of a load you put onto it because it's just not structurally sound in this configuration here. Okay, and then just a regular old plate to fill in the corners. And then I'm going to just build up a wall using half blocks, and I'll build up a fighting position right here in the front. Nothing particularly fancy. We'll get a much better look at it in the morning though. Yeah, and I'm already seeing kind of, not really mistakes that I'm making, but just improvements that I can make to this. And so it's basically 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Then on the exterior here, I think it would do us a lot of good to have a railing so that we don't go flying off the edge in a panic. And then for my front window here, I'm gonna take door trim square and set it just like this. And I might do one on the other side too once we get that built up. And you know what? I'm just kind of thinking to myself, you know what? Let's just put some scaffolding up here on the side so that we can maneuver around. There we go. A little bit of temporary stuff there. All right, we gotta brave the bottom now and hopefully not attract too many zombies to me because we got 2 other columns to build. This next part is just about some careful measurement. So 1, 2, 3, 1, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the second one. Visual confirmation here that everything is aligned. Looks good. And now we're going 20 blocks tall on this one, all the way up to the level where we built the platform. And then now that we're up here, we're gonna go 1 off in this direction, and then, oh boy, hold my hand. Oh, up to this one, good. And then we just gotta bring this over. And for this base, we're gonna do a little trick here. We're gonna bring them over on a diagonal, just like so. And then I'm gonna put some V2 catwalk plates on here eventually. Oop, we're getting some yellow outlines there a little bit. Okay, and then this block here that I'm about to place is like the keystone block. That's the one that's going to connect the V here. And then the V is going to connect to our base right here with this block, which I haven't decided. This is an important block too, because it's the one all the zombies will be standing on. If it's too skinny, zombies will just fall. If it's too thick, too many of them will pile up. So we'll have to experiment with that. Day 7 should be a good time for that, you know, we'll solidify things before long. But there's a little bit of like sort of fancy business that I want to do here. Okay, so we got to be a little bit careful. So this one has to be a trussing block. It's going to be trussing, and I'll let you guess what that arrow is going to be in the future, looking up at a ladder of zombies, you know, climbing to the top. Just take one guess. Do I have to really say what that's going to be? No, here, and then we'll put these blocks on the bottom to kind of, for those to sit on, and then there's going to be a block right here. Yes. And on top of this one will be a trigger plate that's connected to the thing here. Right, and then we're gonna make a fancy staircase up here. So I was recently listening to another broadcast there from another survivor who was giving a little bit of a walkthrough on some cool base tips. And his name is Wayward Echo. And this guy was using these blocks here, which I really like. I'm gonna need to kind of frame this out though temporarily. And oh, thank goodness the sun's almost out. Where is it? Oh, beautiful sunshine. So basically Echo's trick was to put these, I think they're called ramp incline filler left and right or something like that. Half left, ramp incline, half left and right. I'm gonna put these on the side to kind of frame these in, and just because it looks cool. I don't know yet how it's going to function, haven't tried it out. But then I'm going to also put in these quarter blocks like this. And then we'll do like a nice L shape in there and we'll kind of wrap it around because it'll be like a three-way staircase. Right, so this will be like so, and this will also kind of shield the dart traps that will be in there. And we'll just repeat that on all sides here. These are just, it's not important. I just kind of wanted to show you what it's gonna look like eventually. And then I guess these ones will just kind of string all the way over. So that's a really cool looking staircase there. And I think, you know, in terms of redundancy, we always advise people not to, you know, to have some sort of a system on the side of your staircase so that zombies don't get pinned in there. I just don't think that it's going to be a big issue because we'll have a total of 6 staircases. So I think it'll be fine. And if it starts becoming an issue as we kind of scale up, then we'll come up with a solution at that time. Okay, now just gonna repeat the same thing on this side. Okay, looking good so far. All we have to do finish off this morning is the staircase. At least, we'll just do 2. We'll do 1 on each side, right on the front here, all the way to the, whoa, who was that? I didn't even hear her. Well, I need to go back to the base anyway and get some breakfast. I think I'll just walk, save some fuel on the motorcycle there. Maybe we should make the mini bike after all, just for like short distance shuttling, or, you know, right around here, right around town. And then we'll have the motorcycle for long distance travel. That's just embarrassing though. Hey, 2 skill points. Man, having the mineral water unlocked is such a bonus. 1 water, and just with some junk that we can find anywhere, turn that into like, what is it, 60 or something water? Okay, right as rain, back to work. I've had a few people recently asking me about the urban combat books and what governs the probability of you finding those books, because it's one of the best book sets in the game. Well, if you want that, it's going to be Hidden Strike. This will allow you to get those urban combat books a little bit more quickly. Just wanted to share that one with you, just in case you were wondering. Okay, so from here, yep, we got to replicate the same exact thing we did before. And damn it, it looks like one of those rare rainstorms has rolled in. I hate it when that happens. Trying to get some work done. Here, getting all wet. All right, anyway, that just about does it for that system. Okay, yes, ladder. I've said it a couple times now. We got to actually do it now. Just give me a few more blocks here. I've got plenty of wood here. Okay, the ladders are done. Let's nail these down. Doesn't make much of a difference either way. It's 2 wood to make a frame and 8 to upgrade it versus 10 to just do the wooden frame outright. It just saves you a little time to go straight to wood. And now we need to make the decision of what gets upgraded to cobblestone. I have, oh geez, it's back at the base. I have like 600 or so cobblestone. 660 to be exact. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? I think probably want to make sure that, like the corners of the staircase are as strong as they can be, because, you know, zombies being zombies, they might kind of try to break this stuff. Right, and that gives us more stability too, because this is the bedrock connection block right here. How are we looking on the cobble there? 480. Okay, no, I want to do more on like the base part. Yay, the storm's passing. And I have also 30 concrete mix, so we'll just do the most important blocks. In fact, I'm gonna double layer this one right here, like so. Oh, and I'll double layer this one too. We'll just have a double 2-block layer in the front for the zombies to carve through, which, you know, I don't think they ever would if it was, especially if it's concrete. But yeah, concrete on this one and concrete on this one, and I'll save the 10 for repair. Okay, that leaves the question of this block right here. What are we gonna do? Let's just try a square for tonight and just try to do a mirror image on this side. Okay, I think that does it. I just had a few more shapes, so I was gonna make up the L's, the L shapes to put into these corners here. We can get a sense of what that's gonna look like in the end. Get some good, like, reflective, contrasting paint styles there. I think it'll look just fine. Look great, in fact. Okay, the rest of the cobble, I can do 11 more shapes. The most important ones are obviously going to be the ones holding up everything, including myself. I have no reason to suspect that the zombies will be targeting any of this stuff, because, you know, I've heard on other broadcasts before that if you're more than 11 blocks off the ground, or if your body is more than 11 blocks away from a zombie in elevation, and they fall down, you know, typically they enter rage mode, but if they get far enough away from you when they land, they will not go into rage mode as much. I think still a few of them probably will here and there, but typically, I mean, if this base was right there instead of way up there, all of the zombies that were blasting off of the front here, landing over here somewhere, they would just go into rage mode and start breaking the stairs and everything. And then someday along the line, with our intellect skills, I'm going to make a big old pit right here and fill it with every trap that I can possibly make. Electric fences, dart traps, blade traps, everything. Which is gonna make the zombies' lives absolutely miserable when they land down here. The only real problem that I see is gonna be dogs, and then eventually probably there will be bear in the hordes as well. So that will be something to look into at some point, a way to kill the dogs. I do have an idea. I think dogs will, in this base, they'll end up clustering here because they'll want to achieve your elevation first, and so they'll get as high as they can up toward you, and then they'll just kind of linger there. So it might be that they're all going to cluster up here, and if that's the case, we'll have to build something just a little bit taller for them, maybe like right here, and put a blade trap on the top so that they'll just run up there and get blade trapped. I've built bases like that before, so we'll see. We'll get there, and we have a whole day now, basically, to do whatever we want. Who we got here? I've heard some people on the radio call this guy Kenny. Kenny the Crackhead. All right, well, I think that just about does it for this one for today. We'll be back here in a little bit to, you know, fight the Horde. I'm pretty sure everything is upgraded to my liking. I might do a little bit more work there at the top now that I'm looking at it. It could probably use a little bit more cobblestone up there. But overall, I don't think the Day 7 Horde's gonna be particularly dangerous. Well, let's go get our quest reward from Joel. It's on the complete other side of town. And, oh geez, we should also check with Bobby while we're kind of over here and see if he has the quest for the Crack-a-Book or the Mo Power. Good morning, Bobby! What do you got here? Nothing? Tell your vending machine restocker to bring me some eye candy, please. Special request. Okay, what do you got here? Nice. Okay, fetch and clears abound. Oh, geez, but nothing. No. Okay, Blaze and Burns offices. How far away was that? Not very far. We could do that. That sounds like a book kind of place. Bobby, next time you stash some supplies in a zombie-infested house, put them in the Crack-a-Book for me, please. All right, we need to check on Joel. Oh, wait. Today's Trader Day, isn't it? Hey, Bobby, I'm back. Tell me you got some good stuff. Did I cuss you out enough the last time? He does have some Forge Ahead. A mining book for, oh, getting more when you're buzzed by coffee, 10%. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, some red lucky goggles and ski goggles. Oh, those ski goggles are kind of right up my alley because the more I think about it, oh, gasoline too. How much is all that going to be? Ah, that's very expensive. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think I'm going to cross spec into agility. Okay, he's got glue. This guy's got a bunch of good stuff. Okay.
Come back tomorrow.
I will. Oh boy. Yes, just did a pit stop here at the base to get some food or get some water. And look at what I found, and a perfect opportunity for a Molotov here. Before they spread out, just light them up. That was too far, no! Oh, geez. Ah, crap. All right, another one for you guys over here. Wasting all my Molotovs before the Horde night. That's a good idea. All right, they should 90% of them burn out, I think. Whoa, look at the burning zombies. It's great. Yes. Oh my God, what a massacre. Oh, they're still running in from back there. Wow. There's still like 25 zombies here. Oh my God. Okay, just grabbing up some loot here. Thankfully got an extra bandage and a painkiller off of this. I think I'm good now. Oh, my bicycle's down there. Kind of forgot about that. I'm gonna just call it here. Stamina is a pretty big problem right now. If I could just take another skill point and get it into Electrocutioner, I'd be super happy. So let's go, yep, 2 for that and 1 for Electrocutioner. That'll help out with combat a little bit. All right, time for a trip to Joel, finally. And on the way, I gotta pick up that, there's a chest out here with a whole bunch of sellable equipment. I gotta go track that down too. All right, good afternoon, Joel. What do you got here? Oh, duct tape. Definitely the duct tape. I'll take another job from you. What do you got around here? Passing gas? He's got one at the Barren Land coal mining, which I haven't even seen yet. Where even is that? Okay, down to the south. We can do that at some point because there's 2 hidden stashes there that we can snag up. That'll be nice. Oh geez, I forgot to check his inventory again. He also has an Art of Mining book for the Blackstrap coffee and a Forge Ahead. Ooh, he's got a whole bunch of duct tape. Okay, how much is that gonna be? 1,600? We're gonna have to do a big sell-off probably tomorrow. Otherwise, that's about it. Still looking for some important things. College jacket, nerdy glasses. I'm sure we'll come across those things eventually. Okay, getting a little bit late in the day here, so I don't wanna go too far away. I might, while I'm kind of around here in the neighborhood, just kind of wrench on some steel and unlock some ATMs. Kind of hard luck on that one. I broke 3 lockpicks getting in, but worth it. And I'll pick up some decorations also while I'm here. Grab these. No parking. And we've got the open sign already. Whoops, I just reached right in there and grabbed the cash register. Have I been in here before? It doesn't look like I have. I could snag that passing gas box while I'm right here. There we go. Vehicle book, Handyland, and another wheel. What a surprise there. And that was another Tech Planet book. Snag the steel off of these. And we're moving on. It'd be kind of nice to see what's on this half of the town anyway. Whoops, I just turned hungry. Whoa, look out. Ow. Okay, so we've got a NDC checkpoint over here. Interesting, but way out of my league. And, oh, the rinky-dink passing gas. Yep, I'm gonna snag the loot off of this place. Let me just grab the fuel if there is any. Good. Yes, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Great heist book. 20% more damage to land-claimed property and a good set of gear to sell at some point. I do kind of want the rest of this stuff, though. All right, weapons bag here for not much. Duckbill mod, which is nice. If I ever found a shotgun, I'd definitely be using that. Pretty much my favorite mod right now. Passing gas box, good for, that's the same exact loot that I got out of the last one. Kind of funny. Must have been some standardized shipping crate or something like that. I think we're good here, and I think it's late enough now that I'm ready to go home. There's our quest at the Barren Land. Oh, and the vet loot. Oh, it's so easy to get that. I'm not leaving without that. The Animal Hospital. I don't care so much for the POI as I do for just so easy to jump up here and get this loot. And the main chest is good for a Spear Hunter book, and that's about it. I did get a Gravedigger mod, which is kind of cool. When we go to dig up the buried treasure, that will come in handy. And look at that. That's our home right there. It's pretty much a straight shot. Let's just hope that that mass of zombies kind of wandered off, more or less. Okay, I think I'm just about ready to head over. Let's just get, I don't know why, but I guess, oh, we should probably repair the armor. I think that is, yeah, something is weak here. Let's head over. I have 26 more shapes. I was thinking that I could do a little bit more trim work. Oh, geez, there's still just a whole bunch of zombies over there. No, thanks. We're gonna go through the canal. All right, what do you guys think? Think this is gonna do any good here or what? And then eventually what we'll do is instead of this being 4 blocks, you know, we'll fill in the 4 in the cardinal directions. We'll go 1 out even further. It'll basically be a, what was it? Like a 5x5 support column. So a total of 25 blocks that zombies would have to get through. I mean, even if it was just this tower and the zombies had no way to get up to me, I'm pretty sure that this base in its final form, fully upgraded, would be enough. Okay, that's all I really needed to do there. Okay, don't jump at this stage in the game. Let's just carefully walk ourselves over here. What are we looking at? 75? Not very much. So for this top piece here, there's this, I'm gonna call this the boot shape. We're gonna put a little boot shape right here to kind of block the zombies off. And then I'm gonna find myself a spike. What would be the best spike piece though? On face. Let's see how that's gonna look. I think that's gonna look pretty cool. You know me, I like my spikes. I'm gonna go one further though, because I like overdoing things in the beginning and then reeling it back a little bit later on. But let's just do spike, 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 just so it looks nice and intimidating, not only to the zombies, I mean, they're brainless anyway, but also to prospective bandits if they happen to be out there anywhere. It's been years since I've seen a bandit raid, but you never know. It's always a possibility. And in terms of rooftop support, let's just go with the scaffolding ladder, for now at least, and perhaps we'll do bulletproof glass or any number of other things for now, and I'm not even going to upgrade this. It's just in case a bird swoops in, I want it to be kind of to be shielded from it just a little bit. All right, the last thing we're gonna need is a little bit of lighting. Okay, torches are crafting. Let's go with torch. Well, I want to put it somewhere where the zombies can't quite reach it, just in case, because you know how they are. There and there. I got a couple more crafting as well, and we'll use those to illuminate the top. We already have some natural lighting right here. I might get some more burning barrels. It seems to be a good theme for the junkyard here. For Oscar's dumpster. Oscar's base here is what we'll call this. Oscar's sky base. Torches, torches. Oh, this is a bad room for torches, isn't it? Because all of these are half walls. Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Okay, whoops, that is it. All right, let's do this. Well, the Day 7 Horde is fast approaching, so it is time to lock and load. My friends, the Horde is almost upon us. All right, here we go. That was our first candidate for the flying ride back to the bottom. We just get a drone camera shot there at the bottom. It does look like we're having some zombies getting hung up down there, so we might need to make some modifications so that we get a nice smooth flow for them. All right, here we go. We got a bit of a build up. Send them. Nice. Oh, this is gonna be great. Once we get just a little bit more volume, I think. That's all we're missing up here. They're just kind of trickling in. It's quite a climb to get up here anyway. All right, here we go. How about this group? Goodbye. Oh, this is great. Okay, so it might not be the highest volume here, but I'm going to take the the learning elixir anyway, get a little bit more XP here, and let's just grind out the horde here. All right, and just like that, I do think that was the entire horde. It's 2 a.m. I suppose there's a possibility that we'll get another wave here starting soon, but for now, it's all quiet. What a great success. Man, I didn't know that the repulsor mod could be this fun. It's really a treat. I'm loving it. All right, I'm heading down to the bottom because it should be safe down here. I've already picked up 2 or 3 loot bags that just kind of fell right in front of me, but there should be a couple of more here. So I did hear zombies banging on, I don't know, all kinds of stuff, mostly metal. It looks like they did tear through some of this stuff right here. Yeah, there might be some modifications that need to be made to get them up the staircase a little bit faster, but everything seems to be intact and really, yeah, they did do a little bit of damage down here. Yeah, some of them kind of hit the wall kind of on their way up. But again, I think redundancy is the trick there, and then, you know, durability second. And they just did just tiny amounts of damage. And most of the damage up here occurred when I was trying to finagle my drone camera to a new location. Oh, they were stuck in the dumpster too, I think. Yeah, I didn't make a way out for them. And I think they were stuck on the fence outside. You know how zombies, the further they get from you, the more dumbed down they are. Yeah, it looks like they did clear out a couple sections of fence though, kind of trying to get in. But those dumbed down ones, they couldn't quite figure out that they could walk around the fence. Anyway, I think that just about does it for this one. I don't care to kind of do any work here until the next Horde night. I think that this could hold for at least a couple of weeks. So we'll just work, the next big project will be getting the staircase kind of done up and getting some kind of another system going in here. I'm gonna have to think about what kind of a shape I could put in here that would both serve a function and be good looking, because, you know, we could do round blocks all the way up. So, you know, that's going to be essentially a 3x3 because the ladder will count as stability. And then we'll also do something on the perimeter like this on all four sides, or on all sides on the exterior here, and that'll give another round of stability. And we could even dig a trench around this and put traps down there to just, you know, hold them off just in case. But yeah, I don't think that's necessary. I think the function of the base is sound. We just need to work on aesthetics, and that's about it. All right, let's get back to the base and start getting organized. Come up with a plan for the next couple of days. Okay, just briefly here, I wanted to look and see where we're at on workstations. So, oh my god, we're not even halfway to the cement mixer. I think that is the next big thing. So let's just look at the skill points and spend those. We have just one available. Man, I thought I would have leveled up a little bit during the night there, but I guess Safecracker, we'll get the Forge Ahead books a little bit faster. Joel and Bobby have some. Okay, so for the rest of the morning then, I'm gonna get the sell chest and the sellables all ready to go, and we'll make a quick trader run and buy a couple of the things that we wanted to get from those guys. And other than that, I'm gonna get ready to do my broadcast here. Hold up. We got incoming transmission here.
Mayday. If anybody can hear this, I need help. I've made it to checkpoint 5. I've run out of supplies, the zombies have taken over, I'm trapped in the tower. Mayday.
Fellow survivor, this is Temricky from Hope Radio. We've read you loud and clear. I'm on my way. Hey everyone, I just wanted to say thank you for watching, for leaving a like, but most of all, thank you to the long list of amazing supporters that you see right here. I hope this episode has earned your subscription, and I can't wait to show you the next one. Best wishes to all, and goodbye.